stream is on.
Good.
Dads explore the spooky boat. Part 3.
Exactly. Last week, the dads encountered Sailor Heaven on the Fiddler's Green. They made their way through a glorious rolling meadow with an enormous tree in the center, filled with revelry, song, and ale. On their trip through towards the giant tree in the center, they were accosted by many a person. A legendary bard of old managed to ensnare the entire party with her wily songs before Declan, with his gnomish charm, shook it off and managed to shake the rest of them free with mention of contracts and greater bonds before leading them further into the green where unexpected racism waylaid the party once more from a tiefling ale giver. Before with that behind them, ever the upstanding citizen, Catherine's keen ears heard the sound of screams as a group of shadow rats were devouring one of the spirits, thought to be intangible before this. With a rush to the defense of it, tanking 4 rats on her own, before the party managed to put them down, sending them back to the shadowy plane where they had come from. Having dealt with all this drama in this lush field, the party headed for the door in the center of the tree, where a waft of stale, wet air rose out to meet them. As the party headed into the tree and down, and the light of Lathander faded behind them, a short, damp tunnel opens out ahead of them, to a wide hall reeking of rotten sewage. A river of murky filth pours from a slough beneath the stone arch, forming a channel with stone walkways. This channel splits in opposite directions at the edge of your vision down the tunnel, as iron lanterns with bobbing purple flame illuminate the passage, similar to what you've seen beforehand. Oh wait, I haven't moved you. Oop. What? In front of you are 2 large grated pipes, flanking the path ahead of you. A gentle trickle of sewage and rot oozes out of them and onto the path. All you can hear is the running of water and the slow, steady drip. What would you like to do?
I'd just like to tell you we can't see anything on the map.
Oh, we could see a white line.
Yeah, I only because I had a peek at his screen and he has graphics. That's the problem with being next to the DM.
Cheating.
Is this Sailor Hell?
I put it on I put the map on the gym. Okay, cool. So now you can all see? Yeah, you can. When it loads.
Yeah.
This place
Okay,
is a big
okay.
plane.
So, is it all fuzzy for everyone else?
Yeah, it's loading very slowly from what I can see on Roman's screen.
Mine's good.
Mine's
Cool.
good.
It'll be fun.
Come on, Roll20, we're on the same IP address.
Just imagine a sewer, like
Yeah.
run-of-the-mill sewer.
Imagine a sewer, it goes down and turns right, and there's a shorter path going off left, and there are 2 pipes ahead of you. It's the very standard sewer down the middle with 2 pipes on either side.
Yeah.
Looks like a sewer to me. Looks like a sewer to me, boys.
Aunt Flo, you should be glad your olfactory senses aren't working anymore. It smells like shit.
Bones rattle.
What, by themselves? Jesus. Spooky.
So, is that torch actually torch?
Yeah, so it's lit with those same purple flamed lamps that you saw up on the deck. So it's it's dark and shadowy, but you can still see. I'm just leaving.
Yeah, same.
Fog on.
like boom. As soon as he did it, it changed. So could be something.
Roll20 does a lot of weird shit with bad caching. Like, you know when I couldn't do the initiative tracker? Apparently that's the cache getting unhappy.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Theater of the
And step forward into the blackness.
Just slightly illuminated by purple.
Do I die?
You do not.
Come on, boys. I know the way. And I continue.
With a click, as you step in front of these two pipes on either side of the thing, you hear a rumbling. Frankie and Robin, roll me a dex.
I got the buttons for this.
Frankie and Rob.
Well, they were first.
Ah, okay, yeah.
With a massive rush of water and sewage. Oh my god!
Did I roll
That's
that?
low.
Oh,
With a
babe.
rush of sewage,
Oh my god.
both Robin and Frankie are washed off the path.
Then again.
Yeah, into the sewer. You both take.
Just want to make sure I wouldn't have seen this coming with a passive of 13.
No.
You saw it
You'd
coming,
have to
that's
look,
why you
right?
had the
Like,
chance to make a
no.
dex save, but you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're too slow.
You take 7 damage.
7?
Both of you are left because you're washed into the water and you bonk each other on the head.
Lucky I
you're
had
left sitting
6
in a-
temporary
A
HP.
not overly deep pile of sewage, and now you both smell terrible. It's probably about waist high. You're incredibly embarrassed.
I get out of the sewer and use prestidigitation to clean myself up.
Does it permanently clean you, or is it just an illusion of cleaning?
It's real clean.
You can clean stuff.
Oh, fuck, mate. Give me some of that magic cleaning glue as well.
She's
I,
cleaning glue.
I got you, Frankie.
Not you, you little creep. You little creep.
I love to clean.
Now let me change your socks.
Oh.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Well, that wasn't fun.
No.
I guess we should be more aware of traps moving forward.
Alright, I get down on my knees. I look at the ground right in front of me.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
It looks like a sewer. It's dirty and smells like poo and seawater.
I think this bit's safe. And I roll forwards onto it because I'm already on my knees.
I sort of follow after Frankie. I'm like, Frankie, that's not. You're not really following the sewer explorer guides that they publish.
I continue
that?
walking.
Please, Frankie, just stand up, Frankie, please. I'm sort of, skittering along after him. I might even hop across. Well, actually, I'll stay on this side.
Yeah, it's only a 5-foot gap. You could easily hop across it if you would like.
I'm paying lots of attention to the ground in front of me as I walk.
So how much can you see? So,
I'm an elf, so I've got dark vision.
Just disgusted by how filthy it is.
She'll be right, Kath. I'm pretty sure that was the only
I
trap.
see in dim light within 60 feet of me as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. I can't discern color in dark. Also, it just still hasn't loaded for me. Yeah.
I have superior dark vision.
I continue onwards.
I have 120.
Do I see anything interesting down this corridor hallway thing?
As you look down there, you notice a doorway on the other side of the channel from where you are. Before, as you can see, the sewer curves off to the right and the left and disappears out of your vision.
That one?
Yeah.
There's a door over there, Frankie.
Hey, I saw the door.
I'm
There's
pretty
a door
sure-
over there.
I'm pretty sure this is the way. Thanks, Dickie. Go around the corner. Is there anything around the corner?
So,
Do I
you
die?
see another door and a path over the area like that. As you, yeah, that is what you see for the moment.
I fucking told you,
As you
Declan.
look.
This is the way. Alright, I continue.
I mean, it might not be the only way.
Protocol
2
is
steps.
protocol is to listen at the door first, please. Before barging in, just give it a listen.
I jump across the channel.
Quiet now.
I also jump across the channel.
I do not.
I knock at the door.
Oh God.
You hear, as you knock at the door, you hear a skittering.
Ooh, skittering.
Do I
Nothing else.
recognize it as some kind of rat based on my sea-worthy experience?
Roll me a nature check.
But we're on stone now, pebbles. We're not on wood. Be very
Ooh.
different.
Rats
Good
make rat
disadvantage.
noises. Fuck you guys.
They sound different in stone.
They would.
They would.
You can neither confirm nor deny whether this being made of stone as opposed to wood. You're like,
Yeah.
certainly sounds like feet, but
You're out of your element, Frankie. Let a professional do the job.
I go
And
through
I
the
like-
door. After that insult, I attempt to enter the door.
I like when you're like let a professional. I like puff out my chest and like step forward, thinking she's referring to me being a cleaning
Oh.
expert.
I noticed and I'm like, oh, yes, well, I mean, Declan, all professions are valid.
Oh,
you know what layer of it?
I suppose.
Crikey, it's
we're all
dark in here.
professionals in our own right.
Yes, even yours, Robin, I suppose. Yes.
What do you mean, you suppose? I've performed in all sorts of brothels and inns and outs.
And that's a claim I cannot make myself.
As Frankie pushes, oh my god, do the thing. As Frankie pushes the door open, it swings forward on rusty hinges with a squeak. The floor is writhing and churning. As you notice that it is pretty much
Swarm.
entirely covered in a swarm of
Ooh,
For what?
Rats.
rats.
but like
There are
Rats.
Can I close the door?
Normal rats.
Roll me for initiative. please.
Okay.
Declan, they didn't teach you fumigation on the professional cleaning courses, did they?
It's a 9.
No, I was.
Sorry.
I went through TAFE.
That's a funny joke, Catherine. When I learned at school, they taught us fumigation, but it was called fireball.
I love that.
Do you
Oh,
do
only
you happen
one.
to still know that one? Do you recall it from your studies? I think it would be very, very, very applicable right now.
Oh no, I was in the arts. It's just not used for performances. You don't want to singe the eyebrows of your audience off.
I was in the arts.
Oh no, everyone's still in there from last time.
Ah!
Robin got 19. Yeah. Frankie got 9.
We could just change our own. We can't do this.
Ooh, the rats. We can see their initiative.
Why?
We're going analog, boys.
Whoa, 19. How do I move mine up? My number's in there. There you go.
Is that fucking? All right. As you look in and see, oh my god.
Sorry.
The rats skitter towards you at the sound of the door opening. Declan, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna create. I'm gonna create a bonfire.
Yes.
And do I place it defensively or do I place it on one? That is the question.
Put her on the spot Frankie is, then they can't leave.
But then Frankie is. I'm gonna put it.
The price I'm willing to pay.
I'm gonna put it here. So not. So
In
see on the
front of him.
range in front of him, yeah. So then they're not gonna be able to surround Frankie. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Robin.
Right, I'm gonna hop across this.
Oh, I can hear those rats.
And I'm going to remove this bridge. Yes.
What a play.
So guys, come to this side. They won't be able to get us over here.
Can I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Does that count as my action?
Because you're a scrawny little wizard man. Pulling up a bridge is probably a bit difficult for you. Cool. Yeah. Actually, roll me a strength check. If you get a good strength check, you can have your. It's good for me. You spend your whole time just being like.
I have 6 strength. So that's pretty
It's a monumental feat.
Yeah.
Catherine.
Moves the clank.
I'm ready in action. I said, Frankie.
Is this the action you're ready?
I suspect you don't understand it. Would that be correct?
Oh, you know, yeah, I was thinking about moving, but just give me a sec. I've got to consider it.
Alright, in that case, I'll ready in action to, like, stand where Frankie is, if he moves out of that spot. If he doesn't, then I'll just hit any rat that comes close to me. Oh, technically on my ready in action, can I hit whatever I find within range?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Other than Frankie.
Other than Frankie, any rat,
It's like-
any rat.
Don't go too close to Declan, it could be confusing.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's a good group there around you being a rat as well.
I'm not a rat. Shit.
The group of the rats tries to come towards where Frankie is at the door, looking like rush through the door and over the top of Frankie, but getting close to the fire and feeling the heat, they hiss and retreat back further into the cave, just sort of boiling up against the back wall there.
Frankie! Okay. I'm gonna try and cast Freezing Ray at the closest rat with all of them.
Yeah?
Is that just one? I have to click it 3
This is the
times.
closest one, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Freezing
3
Ray
different
cantrip.
rays. No. That's a ray of
It's a level
frost.
2 spell. That's a hit. That's also a hit. That's also a hit.
1, 2, 3.
This group, you make a very sizable chunk. You make a very sizable dent in the overall mass of rats with bodies flying everywhere, exploding into icicles.
Okay. I say something cool like, "Fuck you, little cunts." Sorry, I was trying not to drop the C bomb. Damn it.
The rats are deeply offended.
Too late. The racism was gone far enough now. It's
Alright, I jump across the river.
other group of rats here also moves up to sort of test the fire, but they really don't want to run past it. So they move back and just sort of pack into this back corner of the room, hissing and snarling and sort of climbing all over each other as they're trying to. Okay. Catherine, roll a perception check.
You notice that the rats don't like fire.
Does she notice?
If she rolled a below 5, I'd be like,
Is it me? Do they not like me? Like.
am I the drama? Looking into the room in this swarming pile of rats, you notice in this gap where all these dead ones lie, you see something glinting in the light of the fire. It looks like a little bit of gold, just in this one corner over here that's now clear of living rats.
Be careful, it might just be a frozen rat.
So I sort of speak to Declan. I'm like, okay, Declan, I have 2 questions. One, can rats open doors?
Not that I've seen.
Oh, I've seen a rat open a door before.
That was me.
Wait, you're the great blue rat that taunted us all those years ago?
So, Dylan, this is like normal distances, right? Like,
Yeah, there's all 5 foot.
like a walking speed. Wait, on
It's
D&D
normal.
Beyond. So
That's your normal movement speed.
Yeah, that's
20 foot.
What
Mine's
race are
25.
you?
Yeah.
Mine's
Oh,
Are
30.
you encumbered?
So yeah,
you are a paladin. You should be fine with strength.
I should be like I'm an elf. I should be quick.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't-
going chainmail.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm an elf. I'm 30 feet.
This is bullshit.
yeah. You check your armor.
I feel like you've done. It sounds like you've done something.
Okay, chainmail apparently makes me 10 foot slower.
Yeah, I thought it would have been that.
It
Just-
is heavy.
Override
was
your
very
move
slow
speed.
as it was.
Make it 30.
Oh, but dwarves are just slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got little teeny tiny legs.
My second question, Declan, I have found something in the park that I think but I'm not very fast, so I was wondering, do you like to go in there instead? I'll back you up.
I only have my legs a little. I'm not very fast.
But I feel like you'd be good at scampering. Scampering.
No, I'm too scared. There's too many rats.
I could always get Aunt Flo to go and get it.
Oh, but I forgot I had a mage hand.
Yeah. I'm reaching, I'm not even preparing to fight. I've just reached into my bag and oh no, I guess she's out. I've just grabbed her hand and tossed it over and she's floating in the air.
Alright, so that's an idea. Yeah, can you pass on close to me? I'll throw her in the right direction. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay. So I guess it's Declan's turn.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you moved in and then you weren't gonna. You just moved
Gonna
in.
strike at the
Yeah.
nearest rat.
When I'm concentrating on bonfire, can I cast a cantrip or is that? I
Yeah,
can't
you can.
remember. Yeah.
You just can't cast another spell that has concentration.
Okay.
Or you can, but you'll lose concentration on the last one.
I guess I can move the bonfire into the back, but then maybe that'll cause them to scatter. I guess I'll just use Mage Hand to pick up the whatever the shiny bit is.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't go in there, but I can still get it.
Yeah,
Use
as
Mage Hand.
as you go and rummage through the bodies of the rats, you pull out an overly ornate golden anchor which upon closer inspection has the name Mary carved into it. You're a good sailor. You have a bite of it, and you're like, ooh, this is solid gold. You know, it's got that nice metallic, soft metallic texture that you know real gold is. You'd estimate it's around worth easily 30 or 40 gold.
Oh,
Makes you think back to the sailor who said things that are lost at sea often end up in here, sort of washed up into the bowels of the ship.
That's okay, Aunt Flo. I know you're a bit slower with your osteoporosis.
Yeah. Did anyone lose a golden anchor?
Oh yeah, I think I dropped that just as I was opening the door a touch a moment ago.
Oh. Here you go, Frankie.
Thanks, Jackie.
Found it for you.
You're a good mate.
You're such a shit.
Okay.
Robert?
So, are you gonna get out of there, or what's happening, Catherine?
Well, I mean, Declan says that rats can't open doors, but Frankie says he's seen one that has. I've looked at these rats, and look, that's dexterous, right? We just close the door and move on, right?
Well, I mean, even if they could open doors, then I think they'd be hard pressed to jump this 5-foot gap.
You'd be surprised. Rats are very capable.
Yeah, I've seen some rats. They can swim, and they're quicker than you think.
Does it look like we can bar the door with the planks?
I've seen a group of rats like that kill a man.
I love this fucking croc hunter style ridiculous shit. From the look of it, you think shutting the door will be sufficient to keep the rats in the room. It has quite a hefty, like, sure, it just opened when he did it, but it's quite a hefty iron.
Frankie, bring those planks over here. Let's just jam the door closed.
Oh, I'm all bones, sweetheart. I could barely lift them up.
I guess that's why she asked me. Hey, Robin.
What's up?
Oh, what's up?
Alright, how heavy are the planks? I've got two ways I could go about this. I can
Aren't
put
they,
the
like,
planks
floating in the
down,
sewer?
cross them, and then pick them back up, or I could just jump across with them. What do I
They're
feel
not-
like will
they're not-
work?
Actually, yeah, no, I definitely just pushed them into the sewer. I don't think I, like, picked them up and put them on my side.
Damn it.
Yeah. I would imagine you just like lifted it, like moved it into the water. To just,
I don't think I'd be strong enough to actually.
It hasn't floated very far. They're sort of like bobbed over this way a little bit.
Look,
I think
Catherine,
you'll be
they've
okay.
gone down the river now. They're covered in shit. Just jump across. I'm sure Decky will be alright.
Like I said, you feel you could close the door without.
Sure. I'll step out, close the door behind me, and say,
Well, hang on, I haven't finished my turn yet. I don't know why.
"Oh, sorry."
Oh, you still go?
I'm gonna ready an action. If the rats do open the door, I'm going to attack them as well.
Guys, I don't think the rats are gonna open the door. Declan, filling us all
No,
but
Frankie was very sure.
I've seen rats before. I've seen rats with all kinds of things, and there's no doubt in my mind that they're going to open that blade door.
As Catherine shuts the door, you hear the sound of many bodies throwing themselves against the door in vicious fury. No,
Look out, Cat! Here they
still
come!
Scared of the fire.
How was
Just
the
get in the
fire
fire.
last? A minute.
Fucking
Okay.
yeah, plenty of time.
A reprieve. A moment
Well-
free of the storm of rats.
You hear some angry hissing rats. Everyone, after that excitement, everyone make me a perception check.
What's my perception?
Yikes.
Ooh, that is big yikes.
Yeah, wow. All of you hear the slapping of wet feet on stone running past you. You're not really sure where it's come from, but you know the sound of feet on stone.
Do we?
Is it a
Didn't know the
rat?
sound of rats on stone.
wet feet on stone, and followed by a high-pitched squeaky voice. It's like,
The Rat King will not see his existence today.
The Rat King. Yeah.
What direction?
you don't.
We don't know.
You hear that? You're not sure where it's from.
Did that little squeaking say the Rat King? Because I know Billy. He's a top bloke.
Billy.
Do not cry for Billy.
Do you think this Billy you speak of is the reason for the ghost ship's adversity?
I don't know. He's the Rat King. Probably not. He usually just hangs around, smokes cones.
What's a cone, Frankie?
Oh, you stay away from that shit. Robin, I'm telling you. That's the devil's lettuce. You've already been on the devil's ale. Stay away from the devil's lettuce.
Can you smell any of the devil's lettuce down here, Frankie?
I don't know what it smells like.
Oh yes, sure. I'll write that down. Does not know what devil's lettuce smells like.
Good. You put that in the book.
Judgment, doubt.
Roll for judgment.
Don't know what that means.
Well, it looks like we were.
Wrong doubt.
Oh, yes, she very much does.
The doubt is high.
Peek around this corner, please.
Yes, as you look around this corner. Yeah, no, that is the button. As you look around the corner, to the north or to the right side of you, the tunnel breaks away, expanding out into a larger pool, where you can hear more water moving around and just sort of hear a muttering coming from this way. Where to the south is the direction that the breeze is coming from. Damp and stale, but it is.
Is there like light coming? Like, do I think this is outside or?
No, it's still all lit by the same purple fire as before.
Just have more of a look, being careful to avoid these slippery rocks and other things that might be dangerous.
Are you being stealthy, or are you just being careful?
No, I'm just being careful.
Okay.
I should be able to see up to
You
here.
can see. You can see 60 feet. Oh.
What is?
With your elf eyes, up in the distance, you notice a hulking beast, sort of roaming around, jumping from rock to rock, and sort of wandering around the area. It doesn't appear to be the one muttering that you heard, though.
I like very quietly come around the corner and.
What's wrong with you, Robin? Don't tell me to shush. I'm a grown man.
There's a hulking beast around the corner.
And there's one right here as well. Let's go sort this motherfucker out.
If you like, Frankie,
I take a little peek around the corner.
I'll just pop out of your way. There you go. Off you pop, sweet.
I just peek stealthily just around the corner.
Roll stealth.
Where is it? Stealth.
Second. Nice.
Not bad, not
I don't have dark vision.
bad. You don't have dark vision.
No.
Well, that. Oh, well, yeah.
I think it's lit
I suppose
anyway.
It's lit. As you look around the corner, you notice the beast walking this way. It hasn't seen you, but you can see its ears pricked up from when Robin was walking, as though it's seen something. And again, you can just sort of hear sort of snippets of words coming through down the tunnel towards you.
We can't. Have we figured out which direction it's coming from? It's
The
definitely-
noise you heard before, you don't know where that was from, but you can hear this creature muttering. You just make out the odd few words as you move towards the hallway.
Words.
Yes.
Oh.
Words, yeah. Just like heard. It's noise.
Fuck you.
Yes, you can hear it swearing.
Oh, it was like a fly.
I go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and I jump across them. I say, shut up, Decky! Keep it down!
Should we go the other way? Maybe like not down that path. Perhaps the way.
That ain't the way, boys. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so we go this way.
No.
Do you start walking that way?
There was a whole other room. I mean, you just,
Yeah.
as far as Catherine's concerned, you heard scary shit up to the left, and the right had no scary shit.
I agree with Catherine. Let's go check out the other direction.
I step over Decky because he's too slow. I'm hustling away.
All right, Frankie,
You're
allow me to
backtracking.
demonstrate proper dungeon inspecting procedure. And I just
It's not a dungeon, it's a bloody sewer. I've been in a sewer before.
look, dungeons have scary monsters that talk to you, and this one has a scary monster that talked to you. Did it not?
Didn't talk
Sewers
to
do
me.
not. Sewers have shit and urine and filth.
Wasn't talking to me, I'm not bloody food. Must have been talking to Decky.
Frankie, you said you've been in a sewer before. Is that why before you referred to yourself as top shit?
That's the only kind of shit that gets out, ain't it? The one that rises to the top. And Frankie always comes out on top. And I try to step past you and open the door.
Oh my god.
Where did you go? Okay.
So you try and step past me to open the door.
Just a little bit.
I just hip check you.
So Frankie, we're following procedure.
I listen to the door.
The inside of the door is quiet.
Well, Frankie, procedure dictates that at a quiet door, no knocking. We just bust it open.
Look, Kath, I'm all for busting in through the door, but isn't it a little bit rude? I would have thought a fine lady like yourself would have appreciated a bit of decorum, a bit of a knockety-knock, a bit of a how's your father?
Frankie's got a point. Aunt Flo hates it when I walk in on her twerking practice without knocking.
Yes, well, decorum is not getting eaten by rats.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. As Lord Bezos says, it's always the bottom line that counts, and the bottom line is not getting murdered.
Very, very wise. Very wise words.
I would like to attempt to bust open the door.
Upon trying the handle, the door slides open with a creak. Inside the room, inside is a small, musty room with 3 large burlap sacks sitting in the corner, full of softly glowing blue mushrooms.
Oh.
Oh Jesus, do I have any? It's my nature +1.
Do it.
I look into the room and I pick up a mushroom and I'd like to smell it.
Roll me nature. They smell like a fine matsutake to you.
What's that glowing in your hand there, Catherine?
I feel like I need to roll another nature check to see if I know what a matsutake is.
Or history, whichever you would like. No,
Oh, you don't know.
You do not know what it is, but it smells tasty.
Well, believe we've had some of these in the warehouse before. They were shipped to the I think the finer clients, some of our most successful merchants.
I think proper etiquette is to not eat food you find in a sewer.
Yes.
They look vaguely magical to me. Are they magical?
Can I look at them and see if they're magical?
Roll Arcana.
7.
You do not think they're magical, but you aren't sure. You aren't willing to risk one of Ardenflow's arms on your gamble.
I might just pocket them.
All three, you're just going to pick up the 3 burlap sacks?
Oh, there's full. Oh, I thought there were like 3 mushrooms. There's 3 sacks of mushrooms.
Yes, it is quite a few mushrooms. It would be-
Stop hogging all the mushies, Catherine. I go in and get some as well.
I'd just like to take like, I don't know, like a handful, like 5 to 10 mushrooms.
Yeah. You can put some mushrooms in your bag.
I would also like to take a few mushrooms for.
I think I've seen these ones before.
I don't want any.
These are the Maxaki.
How would you have me describe them, Dylan?
Glowing blue matsutake may or may not be delicious.
Glowing blue matsutake.
Yes.
Do I know what a Matsutake is? I'm gonna roll my... No.
You have never heard of them. They do not keep well on boat. Catherine and Frankie both roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Nice. My dice are busted.
Alright, did you want an investigation check from me too?
Yes, that you were also grabbing mushrooms. Neither of you notice anything. As you're only taking mushrooms each.
See, Frankie, look at what proper investigation following procedures yields you.
If we knocked on the door, the bloody mushrooms would have been just the same. And we would have felt more polite. I just don't like it, Kath. You might go barging around telling people they're breaking the contracts and not knocking on their doors, but that's just not how I conduct myself. I'm a gentleman.
Yes, well, I'll make a note of that as well. And I put in air quote, like big quotes, gentlemen.
Good.
Alright, leave the room. Down the hallway.
What's this big, ominous looking circle?
Yeah, as you follow the path. As you follow the path down, the tunnel ends in a short waterfall that leads down to a scum-filled collection pool. A rickety plank crosses the flowing water. Crosses the flowing water, and you can see some small grates at the bottom where the water is slowly draining out to keep the level equal. There's extra lanterns around. There are an extra set of lanterns around this pool. It's much better lit than the other ones. You do not.
I descend the stairs. Anything cool? Perhaps the right-hand side of the room. Well, look at this.
Roll a perception or investigation check. You are looking around.
Perception.
Oh.
23. Robbie. What do you
Frankie,
think, Robbie?
Frankie, you having a lust for gold and other shiny things like a good sailor, as you're looking around this room, you don't see much, but you do notice a sparkle deep down in the grate, or deep down through the grate from where you are standing.
Where's the grate, sorry?
Oh, like down the bottom of the pool of water.
Oh, right.
I pointed
Is
out.
this where the water's going or where it's coming from?
This is one of the ways that
Oh!
because if the water's coming like here, and some of it's draining this way, and some of it's draining this way. you're looking around, your eyes are used to poring over minutiae, detail, and things like that. You notice that the main lamp in the center of the wall there is a lot shinier than the other ones around it, not quite as rusty.
I point out the gold glimmer to Kath, and I say, look at that down there, Kath. Don't you reckon Uncle Bezzy would like that? He's always about that bottom line.
Yes, new investment vehicles do interest him. That's true.
Well, there's a good investment right there. Swim down the bottom of that pile of shit. Good bit of passive income, I reckon.
Passive income.
That one's a little too active. I'm sure a capital sharing solution will be arranged.
I roar with laughter. Good one, Cap. Oh, fuck off.
Let's try and get it with.
Any of you mages with your spectral hands want to do some of this spelunking?
Well, Aunt Flo, I know it's been a while since you've done any fisting, but care to dive into the hole?
She kind of wriggles and yeah, I try and use Mage Hand to get whatever's at the bottom of the well. 30 feet.
Oh. Well. As you send Aunt Flo's hand down into the water, it jerks against you. You're going to grab something, and it goes in a different direction. You just completely lose control. Like you can still feel your manipulation of the weave working, but the arm is not doing what you want. It darts off down the drain and out of sight.
Oh.
The arm.
Close hand.
Aunt Flo's hand! And how is she going to flip off our customers that don't like us anymore?
Oh my god. Did we lose Armflow's arm?
I think we literally just lost Aunt Flo's arm.
Oh my god.
30 seconds later, the arm comes wiggling, or what is it? How long does it make hand?
1 minute.
Yeah, a minute. 45 seconds later, you see the hand come wiggling back out of the drain with a jawbone clutched in its grip.
Jawbone.
Oh,
Aunt Flo, is that what I think it is?
The hand comes floating back up, attaches itself back under her bony shoulder, and just sort of plunks it back into her jaw. And the skeleton grins at you for the first time properly in years.
Oh my gosh! My ventriloquist act! It's going to be so much better!
Good one, Aunt Flo.
I look at Armflow and I say, that's a rather shit-eating grin you've got going.
And what is the
Good
best
one.
performance Aunt Flo has given in years? Everyone is 100% convinced that she is actually talking.
Oh my gosh.
was that what was at the bottom, or she just found something else? Like, can
no,
we still
there's
see?
still sparkly things at the bottom. It's just when you reached for it, the sort of connection that the skeleton had for a missing piece drew it further down.
I seem to lost the cellular connection to Aunt Flo's literal cells when I was trying to splunk around in there. I'm not sure we can get it by magical means. But I have noticed that this lantern isn't as dusty as the others, so that's interesting.
Can I have a look at the lantern?
Yes. You notice that the lantern is sitting slightly lower than the other ones on the wall.
I pull it.
With a click, the lantern drops about 15 centimeters, and in a rushing of water, you hear something. With a rushing of water, the pool starts to drain as extra grates open at the bottom of the sump. A ladder over next to Declan is now visible, leading down to the bottom of the pit. It's about a 20-foot deep pool. and you can see something sparkling down on the bottom of the water of the area.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, good job, Robin.
Declan, would you like me to lower you down on a rope? I can easily pull you back up. You're really small.
There's a ladder, isn't there?
Oh yes, please take the ladder if you'd like.
Oh, but Declan, what if you lose your arm like Aunt Flo did for a small time?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's safe.
Also, you prefer the rope then?
I prefer my magic hand.
So you're gonna mage hand and go to spelunking down there?
Do I guess.
You've cornered yourself now, you have to.
Well, can I just use the mage hand to go, like, pick up?
That is
yeah.
the spelunking.
Or drop down then.
No, you can. That's fine.
I'll use the mage hand.
He's too deep in character now. He's...
Yeah.
It takes you a couple minutes, but rummaging around down there, you pull up 30 gold pieces, a silver pipe that, to your untrained eye, you would guess is around 15 or 20 gold, and a small glass vial with a bubbling red liquid, or a sparkling red liquid inside it.
Yeah. Cool. I bring it up. And yeah. Oh, there's lots of shiny stuff. What's this pipe?
Oh, just give it here, Decky. I'll take a look at that.
Hand it over to Frankie.
This is an abusive relationship.
Oh yeah, I think I dropped this too. Look, it goes with the anchor, and I clang them together. Put them in my bag.
They look nothing alike. Not even close.
Wait.
Do we know that the anchor had Mary on it?
Catherine. Oh, Declan. I don't know whether he told you. Oh, and Frankie.
Do like if I have like I see the sparkling red vial pulled up by Declan. I don't have a close look because he's holding it, but do I recognize it from a distance, or does it require like a close look?
Roll me either an Arcana or a History check. Or
Kind of like looking at it like.
what would you do not know what it is. I was going to say, what would a well-learned
Merchant warrior. You can call it.
well-earned learned merchant warrior. But you do not recognize it. Maybe it's a bit too covered in sewage. Maybe Declan's whole he's like, look at this thing I found. Hand fully in front of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll give it a little clean.
Declan, roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. What's that roll? The +6.
Even though your roll is bad, you can feel the vitality brimming out of this potion, and you know it's a potion of healing.
Oh.
Wow, Catherine, you really embarrassed yourself not knowing what a potion of healing was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, what would you like to do?
Is there so this kind of space that we're in, with where the black is, are these walls?
Yeah, that's all just like.
Well,
seems we've hit the bunghole of the whole thing.
oh my god, I was gonna make the same joke.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Yeah, down the arse end.
That was a bad impersonation of an Australian accent.
Yeah, I could have just spoken normally, but no, I had to really.
Have you heard an Australian speak before?
Spoken normally.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not convinced I've got an Australian accent because at work, at least once a week, someone asks me where I'm from. And they say my accent's weird, and I'm like, every single time I just think, no, I'm gay, but I don't say it because.
Okay, dokie. I think face up he is.
We could just go the other way.
Which other way? He was coming right for us.
Yeah, but we just.
Oh
turned
my
left
god,
instead of
don't look
turning
over
right.
there. Don't look over there,
Yeah,
boys.
right, yeah. Catherine might be able to see them.
So, Catherine is sort of tapping through her protocol book and she says, now, the general advice is to proceed with stealth when navigating through a dungeon, but I've always thought that stealth is a bit of a coward's way out, so I think loud and proud is the only way.
Look, Kath, the only thing
I
the
like
book's
to
got
say
so
it.
far is causes to offend the mushrooms. But I think we probably should be stealthy because we saw they speak a fucking thing before.
Yes, yes, well, you do you, I'll do me. Stomp, 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 stomp.
As you come around the corner, you notice one of these creatures just sitting in the sewer. It's just sitting there waiting for you, and watching.
I have a newfound respect for Catherine. For going her own way, not letting the book rule her life.
I sort of, yes, well, character growth, isn't it? I sort of signal back at the other two, and I do like, you know, those sort of like SWAT team signs. I'm like, you know,
I step forward still. Like,
I do more aggressive SWAT team signs.
I come a little bit closer.
I look at Frankie for guidance.
I whisper across. I say, Catherine, Cat, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait, why are we whispering? I thought we were being loud and proud.
You're right, loud and proud. I come around the corner.
Like, okay, I sort of like very sadly just do one last version of the exercise. And then I just point. I point at the like wolf things that are watching us.
Do they see us?
Yes, they have seen you, indeed. This one closest to you has white fur across the front of it, so they're large, humpbacked-looking wolf-style creatures with sort of squashed humanoid faces squashed furry humanoid faces.
Ooh.
They don't have any sort of tail to speak of, but they have thick, powerful shoulders, and slight bone ridges running up their backs. And you think if one of them charged you, you'd have a very bad time. This one closest to you has white fur across its face and many, many scars around its eyes, while the other one just has arrow. It's more overall brown in colour. It just has teeth going every which way. This one skulking around the back, you don't get as good a look at. It's just sort of prancing around. You think that the wolf seems to be having a very good time seeing you walk up the water. As you approach this first one here, other one across here is just like, just eat them. We just want to eat them.
Oh shit, Kath, check the book.
Yeah, okay. Like, sort of like
What to say? What to say?
when challenged, to ask you why you're in the dungeon, pretend to be the cleaning crew.
Oh,
Declan, I think this might be your job.
I have a broom.
He
what I
has a
yell out.
broom. Yes, we. That's right. We're here to keep things spick and span. I don't know if you've realized, but this sewer has gotten a little musty, and the order from up high, is we have to keep the whole vessel clean these days, and that doesn't, exempt the sewer. So we're here to just tidy things up, and we really do need to get past to the southern area of this sewer to clean that because we haven't been able to get there yet, I'm afraid.
This one here in front of you. Why would we want it clean? There are rats everywhere to eat. But if it was clean, there'd be nothing. We cannot just go up and down. Sewers. The one at the back is just sort of pacing back and forth in the sewer. So sparse. Down here. All the folks are John. Stay in the back.
Oh well, if you require meat, then perhaps we can. Rats are a problem in the cleaning of these sewers. Perhaps we could offer you some meat to
Meat.
to
Yes.
clean up the rats for the rules of this ship.
Darby.
Darby, yes, Darby, of course, yes. We can offer you meat as payment for cleaning up the rats. And it makes our job easier. We didn't want to clean up the rats, they're nasty little creatures. We would prefer to just clean up the sewers, tidy up the dust, stack the boxes, take the mushrooms out of the way, all of the usual things.
I've heard of the mushroom. You can see that they're hungry. Like they're not starving. But you can see that they are indeed hungry.
I'm really curious because they mentioned the mushrooms. They're like, I'm just like, what have you heard about the mushrooms?
This third one at the back just sort of like lopes in as you say. They're just like glowy blue things in the dark. It's it's in the dark. No, if you roll in them, then it makes hide and seek more fun. And it's just sort of like staring at you unblinkingly.
Oh, well, I found one or two. I just throw them 2 mushrooms.
It rolls in the mushrooms. And gets blue all over its face.
It's kind of cute.
This one in front of it, Balix, smacks it across the arse with this. It's like, don't go there, Stone. Don't you know they could easily find you with this? And he sort of skulks off back behind over here.
So I mean, I'm just looking at my inventory and I've got like rations 1 day. Is that like, can I offer these rations to the wolves and like, we didn't quite anticipate that this would be part of the cleaning contract, but I can offer you an advance payment for your services for cleaning up the rats. There are some just in this room below us. Here's what I have, and I'm sure Darby will guarantee a continual stream of rations and much higher quality stuff, more meat than what I have to offer. But in exchange for cleaning up the rats, it is not a free meal. There is no such thing as a free meal after all, is there? That's why we're down here cleaning out the sewers. We'd prefer to be in the greens above, but everyone's got to make a living.
Oh, apparently the stream music is too loud, which I didn't know was a thing. Ed?
Yeah.
Fix it in.
We're sorting it.
Yeah.
I've just turned it off for now.
The warg comes stalking towards you, jumping over the bridge and just sort of coming up towards you, Catherine, with these two sort of following behind it. This one sort of skipping through the puddles, still with like a smear of blue fungus spores across its face.
Does he
Just
look
like-
high?
No,
Okay, just
He
checking.
looks. Roll me an inside check. Oof, oof. Wow, very nice. You get the sense that they're begrudgingly. Well, you get the sense that this one here is just sort of down for going along with everything else that's going on. Like, there's new people, there's new things to smell, possibly new things to eat, there's possibly people to eat. He's just sort of happy to be here. Doesn't really give too much of a fuck about what the other two think. Like, he'll follow this one here, but more just around to cause some trouble.
So here's the Eddie in Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Yes, he is. Yes, that is the literal perfect definition for what I had in my brain. And because you rolled a natural 20, you may have.
That's hard.
Sometimes
Or
you roll a
think-
natural 20.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie, or think your three hyenas.
Oh,
yeah.
Also is appropriate. Either way, the first warg comes right up to you and is just sort of snuffling around you. You can feel its hot breath up against your hands and your arms, and it smells even worse than the rest of the sewer. Just like, so, why should we not just, let's see what you have. Why we should not just eat you here? There's obviously a lot more meat on the four of you.
Have you? I pull out the rations and I offer it to this wolf, and I'm like, "Have you heard of the concept of delayed gratification? It's a long-term investment strategy."
It snarls at you at this. After this, and it's just like, oh, too clever by half. Snatches the rations out of your hand.
I say, yes, and that's what it's in exchange for work. We expect those. We'll just continue down south and do our cleaning, and when we come back, we expect those rats in that room to be dealt with.
You're asking the wolf to deal with the rats.
So that's the cleaning arrangement. You clean the rules, and you get a continuous supply of rations from Darby. It is the long term. It's stable gains. It's like bonds in the sewer market.
Filthy capitalist.
Kind of look at Frankie and shrug and be like,
This one over here comes up to this door and sort of.
That's the devil's
growls.
bonds. You don't want to get into that.
This one here sort of comes and
Penny
scrabbles
stars.
up against the door, and it clearly cannot get it open.
Oh,
Say there were rats, but
allow me, and I attempt to like squeeze past this wolf.
Oh no.
it doesn't make it easy for you. It's just sort of like slightly steps back. It's just sort of pulling against you as you walk past.
Give him a minute. Those rats will get the door open. Don't worry about it.
I open the door for the wolf and I step back.
The wolf rushes in. This one goes skipping in after it, and the fire is gone at this point.
yes, I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, it's definitely.
You hear a frenzy coming from inside the room with all the rats that are in there. Lots of barking and yipping and very disturbing giggling.
Does anyone have message?
Huh?
Do you have message?
Nope.
Robin?
What do you mean message?
The skill.
Oh no. I've got read thoughts, but I'm gonna like activate it.
Okay, I'm really tempted to like send to sort of close the door behind them and only have to deal with one wolf.
I mean,
Is that
I mean,
is that in the book?
do it.
We could just say good day. Good day.
Basically,
Bye.
union busting.
The ultimate double
this wolf
cross.
here is just sort of eyeing you suspiciously all this time. It's just like,
Oh my god, what would
okay.
Catherine
What
do?
would
If you don't know, just roll for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
you've
like,
made
I do-
you made a contract. Are you gonna break it with them, even if it
That's
is
true.
with sewer wolves? Like,
But
you've still made a deal.
This is too much intense RP for a throwaway character. What would Catherine do? I don't know.
You made contracts. You're all
Let me
about
get my
contracts.
CD.
Yeah.
The only thing to do is to roll. If I get a good insight roll,
I feel like, well,
You
actually,
gotta define what good is before you roll. But yeah.
yeah. What would? I think.
What
I
are
think,
you trying to suss out?
My perception of Catherine is like contracts and agreements are like
Yeah.
law and sacred. So you would, I don't
But I've
know.
also been lying about cleaning.
True.
Unless Catherine has defined cleaning as eradicating vermin, and she counts the wolves as vermin.
Whatever.
Well, you were asked by Darby to solve a problem, to clean up some mess.
That's right.
So technically, you are
I feel like it's an
you'd be
inside
within the
roll.
line of your.
Which one does what?
This is a
though?
wisdom thing. I think it would be wise to. Well, actually, you're right. I think Catherine would be trying to resist. It's more like a constitution save. She's trying to resist the urge to do this because she strives with her morals. So if she rolls a good constitution save, she will resist, and if she rolls badly, she will close the door behind these wolves. And her character will be forever tainted, and she'll not be able to forgive herself for this. So I'm going to say over 10, and she'll...
Yeah.
10. Nice and easy.
Give us this character development.
Oh,
I'm sad. I'm sad.
she can't resist.
In a
Looks
moment
like
of
we're killing
weakness,
some doggos.
in a moment of weakness, she slams the door. She steps back, slams the door behind her.
Kath, what are you doing? Aren't these our cleaning compatriots?
Darby said, "Clean the sewers, solve the problem. These animals are the problem. They must be solved." And she brandishes her sword.
Is this in your bloody book, Catherine?
Felix narrows its eyes at you and it's just like,
Oh, it's named now.
to be trusted. No smell of the outside world. Roll for initiative. If this was a longer thing, we would have. If this was like a longer thing, we would thoroughly be having further words about Catherine choosing to do that.
Yeah.
As what I assume is a lawful good paladin.
Do you think so? I'd be very curious to dissect that because I don't think what she did is technically wrong.
You betrayed some friendly doggos.
Like you
Didn't even
what-
attack
your
you.
word.
Because you
Yeah.
told the wolves, sure, you may have been circuitously talking about your contract with Darby to come and solve the problems, but at the same time, you're like, we're doing this. If you leave us alone, we'll leave all the rats for you. And you've turned your back on that.
I agree.
The drama.
Frank,
This is very ambitious of you, Catherine.
Anyway,
It is a bit actually.
you can't trust those city folk, Frankie.
That's right. I'll never betray a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
oh, the drama,
not-
the
not
gagging.
trustworthy like
I
you
rolled,
are,
but it didn't
Frankie.
send in.
That's right.
I
When
think
I
it's
say I'll
six.
do something, I'm gonna do it.
I don't think anyone's turn order. Oh no, yeah, mine's in.
Well,
I preemptively rolled as soon as she shut the door. I was like, yep, here we go.
Well, then. Oh, the drama.
I just want to tell the Twitch viewers at home that my character name is Robin Graves, because I think it's a great name.
13, I hate you fuckers.
Why?
You know what you did. Why? Which one hasn't come through? Frankie, well, Catherine, Catherine.
It wasn't even him.
Yeah, I was like, what?
What? Oh.
Oh, I see, because you can all do it. Alright, Catherine, it is your turn.
So, I kind of would like to stay where I am to try and make sure that I can hold this, like, at least be in the way of the door coming open.
Was it a push or pull door? It's very important for dogs being able to open her. Open into the room?
Yeah, it opened
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so maybe I don't need to. Alright, I'm just gonna step up and say, I'm gonna say to this dog, do not need to fight us.
You are the one.
We
Okay,
have
keep
to
going.
guarantee our safety on our passage. I can let you into the room and close the door, and we'll be on our way. And I'll open the door again for you on our way out. Neither of us have to lose a fight here.
broken your word once. You're leaving me to starve.
Don't trust her, doggo.
How? One who speaks of contracts, how can I trust you again?
Yeah. Oathbreaker.
We have no contract, and I swing.
Oh my god, the drama.
You changed to Oathbreaker Paladin now.
Pay D&D $3 for
Where's my thing? 16. That hits. For 10 damage.
It's my turn.
Frankie, your turn.
I just stand there and I say, "Blood off her face, doggo."
And that's it?
That's it. Maybe I'll move over here so I have a closer look at the melee.
At the fight.
Okay, Declan.
God, I'm conflicted now. I usually follow what Frankie does.
Our characters are unraveling.
Yeah, but then it's like conflicted. Now I'm gonna follow suit. Frankie knows best.
Oh
I-
my god.
What are you gonna yell at her, Decky?
Yeah. What could I say? Like go team, because I want to be impartial.
Marshall! Alright. It is Balix's turn, and she's like, "See, even your friends don't agree." And he's gonna bite you. Ooh. Well, I am assuming a 25 hits you.
25 does hit.
Yeah. Well, this will be fun for you. It'll be fun for me.
Oh, no.
Because you've been a bad girl. How do I DM roll myself? Is it just
I think you just go GM roll instead of roll.
you take 24 points of damage.
Ooh.
Please roll me a strength save.
What the fuck?
Can't, she's unconscious.
Yeah, true, I am unconscious, so... Yeah, I'm on 0.
Yeah, with a mighty bite, the warg knocks you to the ground, and is just standing on top of you at this point, growling.
Oh shit, Bally, come on.
Yo.
We're all friends here, you know. It's just Catherine's having a bit of a laugh.
You call locking the brothers in the cage to starve.
A bit of fun and games. They're gonna eat the rats. You know,
Frank.
she's locked me in a cage a bunch of times. She lets me out. She's a bit of a laugh. Take it easy.
Roll me a persuasion or a deception check with healer's choice.
What do I do? Deception.
Not take that bite, just take it out.
Yeah, holy shit, that's a
Oh.
big fight.
Alright, Daleks is like still just sort of worrying at Catherine, just like ever so slightly, and he just sort of Fine. It's too much. This one, he sort of gestured with his board. This one's it. It goes. Worth my time. He sort of pushes half of Catherine into the river, so she's sort of dangling into the shore. Steps over here and steps one next to it and just like, before I leave, this door. He just sort of glares at you.
I mean, he's talking to you, Frankie. You were the one
Is he?
talking to him.
Yeah, he's talking to you, Frankie. Oh.
Well. Let's just talk about this for a minute, alright? You've just bloody bit my buddy in half.
She drew her sword on me.
Well, she's a bit of a dickhead. But this wasn't warranted. You know?
Her fight. Easy meat.
Maybe not. I think she needed a good walloping, and you've given it to her, but just take it easy, right?
He takes a slight step back.
It's working.
Yeah.
Alright, can I go and...
If you hold Alt,
It's not my turn, but can I get... Are you gonna do anything, Robin?
I can open the door with Mage Hand.
I do not want you to do that. I want you to save Catherine.
Oh, yeah, I will go and grab Catherine.
I don't know. What does Robin think Robin should do?
10, 15. He doesn't want Catherine to die. We'll get all pooey because presentation's a lot of work. But I'm not very strong, so I feel like it's going to be quite comical.
Yeah, I'm heavy.
She's like, yeah, she's wearing chainmail, so I might just. What would it be like? Athletics.
Go.
-1.
You drop her in the sewage and fall in after her.
Oh my god. Frankie goes, fuck. You see what I'm dealing with here, Balix? You gotta give these guys a bit of room, a bit of leeway, you know, because they're a bunch of dickheads. It's just me and Decky and a bunch of dickheads out here.
Yes, you do have the smell of the ocean. Few things you can trust. Umberly will fuck you on pirates. Umberly will fuck you regardless.
Right.
Catherine, make me a death save.
Oh shit.
Fair enough.
Oh dear.
How do I do that?
But
Just keep saying
When your health is 0. Yeah.
That's a fail.
Oh, so
Frankie,
I'm gonna try and pull Catherine onto the shore. Do I
Try and-
athletics? Yeah.
yeah. You pull Catherine to shore. Balix is still glaring at you at this point.
Can I also slap her
taking
out of
too
it?
long.
I say, Catherine, wake up!
I don't, you can only stabilize her. You can't wake her up.
I slap her to stabilize her.
Roll medicine.
-1.
She is not stabilized, and she is. If you give her a slap, you give her a nose.
Just give me a minute here, Alex. We're having a bit of trouble. Got my hands full with this lot.
He's just actively growling at you at this point, just like, I deal with fools enough in my daily life.
You come down here. This is ridiculous.
It's kind of raging.
I'd rather deal with my brothers, incompetent that they are.
You ever have that one?
After getting slapped like with the sword or not?
Yeah, he looks a little hurt. More pissed off than really hurt though.
You ever have that one really stupid friend? I got two of them. I point at Catherine and Robin.
It's not so easy. Most the pack comes first.
Definitely.
I'll hop over and
Playing a supporting role again.
I'll
Give her another
pour-
smack.
Now pour the red glowing liquid into her mouth.
Declan, you can tell that the wolf is getting very, very unhappy with this turn of events. He asks one thing from you after being stabbed. You think you've probably got like 10 seconds before he just goes and roars.
Oh. Maybe I'll hop back over
To bowling range.
and like
Does Catherine wake up?
push him. Yeah, what?
You fed. I'll roll.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
I'll
4 health.
push up in the door, but then like jump straight back over, like jumping.
Well, sounds like lying in this way.
We pulled you
No,
to the
Jake,
edge.
Frankie pulled you up.
So I'm like,
Sure. Declan's standing over you. So we can
As you
pour the
jump
red
in,
liquid into your mouth.
Ruther, as you jump in, Balak steps there and just stands in the doorway. Or he barks into the doorway, just like, and he just sort of like puts his hackles up and just growls. Get out of here. Change my mind. Just what I've seen today. He sniffs. He looks at Catherine and just like with glaring like straight away. This is why I don't trust the world. Rocket is good. Everyone is education.
Word.
Good. You didn't feel that.
You got told.
I love that was a crit.
What a
So much.
Huge. We kind of, I guess we kind of like pick up as Catherine's coming through, like shove her.
Drag her away.
One of you, I guess, Declan roll 2d4 plus 2, so you
Okay. 2d4 plus 2. There you go.
Oh no. You spilled some. You spilled some off her mouth. Someone in her nose.
You swallowed some syrup stuff. Like, drinking. Kind of mixed it, diluted it a little bit. That's a bad roll.
back on the bed.
Kath, you bloody dickhead. That wasn't in the book, was it?
That's what happens when you go off script.
I pulled Robin out of the water.
I get to spit myself out.
This only makes me want to follow the order of the book even more zealously.
You do what you
Can
gotta.
you use prestidigitation to make myself smell like the city?
Good idea. Alright, with a growling Balak behind you, what would you like to do?
Head
Head hastily to the south, I think.
Yeah.
While looking behind me constantly.
As you head down this tunnel here, you hear a cackling coming from this room over here, and you see the warm glow of a fire. As a, how do I show you the thing?
We can see it.
Oh yeah, I was going to show you the actual.
Oh, right.
Oh, will it just show the image, or will it show like all the stuff? Whatever. You can just zoom in. Standing in the doorway to this room is a bent and old green. She's leaning on a staff of gnarled wood. Including some of the blue ones from around the room around the corner. But that's not the only ones that she is calling to herself at you.
I haven't had that much in. I haven't had that much for years. I've been trapped here a long time. Come
walks into the room, just like you hear her laughing to herself, like, "Oh, I did not think that they would try something so stupid with Luther and Balix. Oh, the youth, the actions of the young." And she sort of disappears into this room. It's like, I have things we should discuss. What would you like to do?
Seems reasonable. I'll go into the room.
As you enter the room, actually, what are the rest of you gonna do?
Look, Catherine is cowed. She's in no mood for doing stupid shit. She'll follow orders.
I see Catherine do it. I find it suspicious. I wait nearby the door.
Decky?
I wait nearby the door.
For those who went into the room, a frothing cauldron hangs in the center of the room over an open fire in a slightly smoky room. The walls are adorned with rat skins, bones, and the table is covered in dented tin mugs and bottles, with a shattered oar lying in one corner and other debris hanging, covering the floors with some loose driftwood shelves filled with other memorabilia and scattered goods around the room. Mad Tilly sits herself down in the side of the fire, cackling still to herself. Reaching into her robe, she pulls out a handful of powders and flicks them into the cauldron, which hisses with purple light. She beckons to you. As you come further into the room, everything fades to black. We will see you next week.
Ooh.
Oof.
I didn't realize that hit was a crit. I just thought they were like really powerful. That's why I didn't really do anything.
Yes, no, that was 25 to hit.
Yeah, it hit.
That's big.
Yup. Like,
That was a pretty interesting session, actually.
'cause I was wondering what you were gonna do when you saw them. I wasn't expecting you to sneak back the other way. I was definitely not expecting you to try something, Catherine. I was expecting Frankie to do something. Not you. That did not go how I was thinking.
It would have been the right move if Frankie did it.
Well, it would have been the expected move if Frankie did it.
Yeah.
Of course you were.
I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it as a
Oh, it was such a vibe.
thing, because
Am I gonna do a conversation? I was gonna jump in and close it, but you actually
yeah, I think it's interesting because it, like, you know, if this is like a long-term campaign, then like Catherine now has some serious shit to deal with. Like, does it make her double down on following rules, or does it make her, you know, does that corrupt her? Like, does she become a Fallen Oath paladin? Like,
Yeah, like it definitely wouldn't have been bad enough for that. Like of just, you know, one small thing like this. But it certainly would have moved the dial a bit. It would have been something that would like weigh on her.
yeah,
But I feel like because it went wrong,
yeah,
like if
exactly.
it went right, that's when you have that conversation. But
Yeah,
because it went
exactly.
so wrong, I feel like you're now even more like,
Yeah.
I've strayed from like my beliefs and it went terribly. Like I'm gonna be following it to the letter, to the
Yes.
point where it's like painfully,
Yes, exactly.
like even, like actually
I-
painfully so.
I would
like-
love like you're at the next Oathbreaker meeting, and it's like, oh, like I betrayed my village and my family and everything, and I let them all die. It's like, what did you get here for? And you're like, I closed the door on some words, and they're like, what?
Yeah. Because technically, Catherine is an Oath of the Crown, so like everything she does is all about like basically making Bezos richer. So it will be interesting to sort of determine if what she did broke the oath.
Mhm.
I think she's probably in the clear in that scenario. But
Yeah,
it
definitely.
definitely impacts her. I think Roman's right, because it went so wrong. She probably doubled down on being neurotically rule following.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's nothing like a roll check to see what your character does.
Yeah.
Most
I because I was like, oh, this is going very well for them. They're making like such good choices.
Were we meant to
Oh,
fight those wolves? Because I feel like we would have got whooped.
Maybe,
What are you meant to
maybe not.
What is anyone meant to do? What does that
Yeah,
mean? Jesus knows what we're meant to do.
there were options. There were options for how that could have gone. You were handling it very well.
What I wanted to do before they mentioned the blue mushrooms was disguise them as meat using prestidigitation to see what would happen if they ate one. And I was like, no, I kind of want to know what they are. And then it just turned out they used it for hide and seek, which was so
Yeah.
cute. Oh.
I wonder if you guys would have taken out that wolf if you had actually fought.
I think
Maybe.
so. It's just
Get crit the first attack.
There just being one of them, he still would have been a threat to you, but without the other two, it's
Yeah.
action economy.
4 on
Like
1.
he hits hard, like he hits quite hard for the level, but action economy would have got him.
Even like without a high hit, that feels like a lot.
The hit that Catherine did on him.
No, that he did on Catherine. He got hit she got hit for 24, right?
Yeah.
25, yeah.
12. Which is already fucking heaps.
Yes.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, but we'd get like 8 hits on the thing, and he'd only get 2 hits on
Yeah, yeah. I do
like not even.
I was taking a moralistic stance so I could sit on the high ground after she killed him.
I love the like, oh yeah, we're just not gonna get involved. Like, just go, people, have a fight.
Oh yeah, and fucking Decky trying to be trying to be like neutral, being like, go team.
Seriously.
Yeah. The best side is both sides. Always back the winner.
Exactly.
God.
Oh my lord.
Well, for those watching, we start playing at 8:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Wednesdays. Today's Wednesday.
We're having next week off because you've got something on, right?
Me? No.
Didn't you have something?
The funeral's not on Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you had something. You said you had something on Wednesday.
I can do next